Back home once again, as you can see. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is the October 24th edition of our Go Practice Daily series. I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to play the 5-bar tonguing exercise once more today, but the parameters are a little different today because usually I try to play this early in my playing day and record it at that point, and today scheduling simply didn't allow it. I'm recording this in the early evening before I have to head out for my evening gig, but I already played a 4-hour big band job this afternoon. So I'm treating this very much as a kind of reset exercise for my chops before I go and play my 2 sets this evening. It's going to be a long playing day. So that's what we're dealing with. Once again, I'm going to play it as comfortably soft as I can. That's going to be therapeutic for my lips right now, quite apart from anything else. And so that's what we're going to get into with part 1. The rhythmic pattern remains the same as we've been doing. I shall actually switch this up at some point, but we're going to stick with the 8th notes, 1-bar triplets, and then 1-bar 16th notes, 1-bar hold, 1-bar rest pattern that we've been dealing with. And let's get into part 1. This is the sequence from low C down to low F sharp, and once again I'm going at 120 beats a minute. Okay, there's part 1. Now, the first thing I notice in particular is that my soft isn't as soft as it might otherwise have been. The response isn't quite happening as softly as I've been playing this, so I'm just sitting back where it will go and keeping it on the soft side, but yeah, granted, not as soft as I have been playing it, but that's okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this fares under the circumstances of today in any case. So let's move on to part 2. This remains the same rhythmic pattern, but now we start on low C and we climb chromatically, hopefully making it all the way up to high C. Once again, we're going at 120 beats a minute, and if you've seen one of these before, you know by now that I'm trying to maintain the long setting as far as I can, but at any point, if the response really fails on me, or I really have to start forcing to keep anything happening, that is when I'm going to take my 15-second break. I'm not going to go completely to the point of abject failure with my chops, as is sometimes suggested in the instructions of other long setting exercises. That's not what I'm dealing with here. I'm trying to build a more balanced approach where response hangs in and it gets used to doing that. That's what we're aiming to achieve. So anyway, let's get into playing part 2. I'm pleasantly surprised there. Honestly, I made it a little further than I thought that I might. So that's not too bad. So, as we know, short break right now, 15-20 seconds. And then let's get back to it. Part 2 went kind of surprisingly well, I thought, under the circumstances, considering that my chops are a little fatigued today. All in all, that was pretty good, making it up to the F sharp G before everything petered out to begin with, and then, you know, making it up to the B before things really failed on me in the second part of the setting. So, pleased about that. I will welcome this part 3 cooldown before I have to go jump on the subway and get to work. So, let's do that, because I think that will be good for all of us. And there's part 3. The tonguing was a little bit off on a couple of those. Things were getting a little bit bouncy during the course of some of those notes in the middle of that set. But overall, my chops feel a little settled down. And I look forward to playing the couple sets I have coming up for the rest of the night. Should feel in reasonably good shape for those. I'll certainly be well warmed up. Anyway, since I do have to go do that, that's all I have for you in this one. Hope you've enjoyed playing along with me and seeing behind the curtain of how my day has been a little bit. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. And until then, thanks very much for watching and go practice.